Representative Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, Judge Kaplan.
Good afternoon or good evening, I'm not sure which.
Judge, I think that you're famous. If you go to Google, your name will come up, Judge Kaplan. And I think it's a lot of questions. I think it's a lot of concern because it's a lot of allegations against you. And some of those allegations are that you have told the defendant before you finish the case, you're guilty and you're going to prison. And they said that, you know, people are scared at you at Rockville Court. And also, allegations are that you place papers in legal files at the court to influence the outcome of cases, different cases, when for some reason you don't like the defendant. There's so many allegations against you, Judge, that I believe that some members, they were concerned. And in the beginning, I thought that it's nothing against big guys, but I thought he was a big, judge. And when I saw you today, I said, something's wrong. But I would like for you to explain a little bit about those complaints. I think that it's me asking questions, knowing that, allegations saying that if any person get in front of you and ask questions that you don't like, or any attorney they'll agree with you, you go after that attorney, you call some defendant's job, you make them lose the job, you go after these attorneys, you put them in jail. God, there are so many complaints against you, Judge. I would like for you to explain what's going on out there.
Thank you for asking the question, which gives me the opportunity to explain. The allegations that you're talking about, once again, come from two people. And they have made these statements over and over again to the point where people sometimes think they may be true when they're not. There are allegations that one of them that I told his lawyer to stop representing him. That's just simply not true. I never said that. I never would. It just didn't happen. There was one allegation one of these people made was that I stuck my tongue out at him. Anybody who knows me just knows that's not how I operate. If anything, I tend to get quiet when I get angry. I don't yell at people. And sometimes in court, either lawyers or sometimes the clerks will say to me, why do you let so-and-so go on for so long? I let people talk many times for 2 or 3 times what they should be allowed to talk to give them the opportunity to get their point of view on the record. So when they said that I've cut them off and I didn't allow them to speak, or I didn't allow their lawyers to put on a case, it's just not true. I could tell you the one who claims that I told him something about he was guilty and he was going to go to jail before the trial was over. It's, I think, notable that his lawyer is not here making that same allegation, because the lawyer could not make that allegation in good faith. It's just not true. So, again, it's very difficult to prove a negative, but these allegations have been floated time and time again by 2 individuals. And I probably have come in contact with, in 25 years, I probably have come in contact with 15,000, 20,000 litigants. And when 2 individuals make these comments over and over again, you think it becomes true simply because they're saying it. It's just not true.
Judge, can you explain to me what is a habeas corpus?
Habeas corpus, under the statutory habeas corpus statute that we have in Connecticut, is a post-conviction filing asking for relief in a case after a conviction of a crime. There's other uses of habeas corpus. To bring a case into court from the probate court is one way of doing it, is filing a habeas corpus petition. But the kind of habeas corpus that I'm talking about in Town Judicial District are post-conviction cases Most of them are claims, as one of the earlier, I think it was Judge Bishop said, of a claim of ineffective assistance of trial counsel. But one of the problems that develops through the years as our law develops in this area, that you now have ineffective assistance claims of appellate counsel, of habeas counsel, of the clerks. Some claim that the clerks have done something wrong with the case, a judge has done something wrong in the case. So it's developed into a much broader area than a single petition saying, my conviction is illegal because. And what they were talking about before with subsequent petitions being filed, I've had cases where there have been as many as 7 habeas corpus petitions filed by one individual, basically saying the same thing 7 times over, even though it was denied once. A year later, they file another one. 6 months later, they file another one. Another year, they file another one, basically making the same allegations.
And my question is because I received a couple of phone calls saying that inmates in Rockville, they've been treated real bad, that they apply for habeas corpus, and you keep denying every inmate that go to your court. That's one of the complaints out there.
It's very interesting because the habeas corpus docket in Town Judicial District, while I was administrative judge, went from about 350 cases to 1,700 or 1,800 cases because we took the entire state's habeas corpus cases and brought them to Rockville. So I oversaw the management of that docket, which had it as high as about 1,800 cases. I think under Judge Solomon, who's the administrative judge now, I think the numbers are down to about 1,500 cases, maybe even less. So I authorized the filing of many of those petitions. When a habeas corpus petition is filed, it can be rejected or accepted. I rejected very few initially. Most of them were accepted. Sometimes they get dismissed later on for some procedural reason, or sometimes after a lawyer is appointed, the lawyer files a motion with the court to allow them to withdraw because the case is frivolous. And I've ruled on those motions. So I couldn't give you a percentage that are approved for filing versus not approved, but it would be a much higher percentage approved for filing than not approved for filing.
And that was my next question about numbers. I have here, this is a Connecticut trial court official decision, and this is about an inmate that he was acquitted. And even if he was acquitted, he was committed to 20 years in prison.
Is that Mr. Dickinson?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, and then even if he was acquitted, he was committed. And now after he finished his term, 20 years, now based on this, they want to extend his time in jail for 60 more months?
Not